Happy Tuesday, everybody. It is a good day to be building. And when I mean building, I mean apps. Lots of apps. Almost at 100 unique builders over the past, I guess, month. Next week will be a month since we launched this project. And a lot of people are building some cool stuff. Chris released some stuff. We got some other stuff coming in the works. Migrations picking back up a little bit. Pokey on it started its migration today, migrating from Bonk after they migrated over there. So the first one to
back world tour, baby.
Back
World
to back.
tour.
Back to back.
Tour. Check out all the locations, all the hot spots. Stuff back at pump.
I said, I'm out of here. I am out of here. But Emblem token looking good. $4.4 million market cap. It's got a little volatility over the weekend. And now we're here grinding it out, heading into July as Solana season comes back, just as we were talking about literally last week. And the Ansem coin is leading the charge, per usual, the anointed one of the trenches.
Prime season is back, bro. I mean, it's just I think I sent the post where they because his whole thing is like, oh well, somebody sent him whatever 63% or 69% of the total, which is great. Okay, 69%. Well, what about the other 30% that was bundled? Then also, what about the airdrop that he's done to people? Supposedly, 700 wallets, but 90% of the value or 95% of the value is in like 14 wallets, right? And these guys have already extracted, I don't know, a couple $1 million, and they got a couple million more to go. And it's just like bad.
You think Ansem's a bad actor?
I don't know what a bad. Honestly, it's very difficult to say what a bad actor is anymore. It's this blob of what is, what isn't. The reality is people want number to go up, and they're happy to hitch their wagon to somebody who can make number go up. If that involves bundling 95% of the token, so be it. People are actually fine with that in a way. So yeah, I don't know what's real anymore here in meme coin land. It's all fake as far as I'm concerned.
They're just different games being played. That's kind of how I see it. It's just millions of side quests that are the opportunity. You can play them or you can't. It's really up to you. I didn't play this one. I was out on Saturday when that happened. So next time I saw it was at like 60 or 70 million. I still thought, I was like, maybe I should just buy this because it's probably going to go up. But I decided to sit this one out. But I do hope for the sake of everyone that it continues to go up and they can make money. I think Ansem's pretty authentic actor. I don't think he's like manipulating this in any way. People are just going to make money. It is a little weird though that he did send, I don't know how like the airdrop is being calculated. I didn't really look. I saw some people built some trackers and stuff like that. I've been kind of just loosely following it. Saw the other KOLs were trying to copy it, which is always the case. But in crypto, you always double down on whatever the winner is of a trend. Never go for number 2, 3, 4. Those ones never really work. At least in
Trader Coins 2.0, man. It's like, here we are again. It's like, yeah, there are people literally running the exact same playbook, trying to do it with other KOLs and stuff. And I saw a bunch of KOLs jumping on the FOMO app, thinking that that's going to be the place where, the new tokens are created. So got to get on there if you're a KOL and somebody's going to drop you a bunch of the supply. It's a new game. I get it's not a new game though. It's kind of the same game, kind of run a different way. But yeah, I don't know, man. Is anything else really running besides this?
I don't know. Let's see. I don't really think so. I know Solana's running pretty well. Solana's doing great. RWAs are doing pretty good. Just a lot of people trading that on Solana and also on Hyperliquid as well for perps. If you look at like the winners and losers, Ansem up pretty big, 140 million. That's pretty good. And I scroll down this
140 million right now.
Wow. Yeah, it's doing pretty good. Like I said, I hope for everyone, like you got to have this wealth effect. That means the pump airdrop probably happening at some point. We saw that pump today, beginning to simplify their platform after they attempted to expand, getting rid of mayhem mode. Probably a few other ones. I wouldn't be surprised if they got rid of like cashback coins and what's the other one, charity coins, and they just go back to just the meaner version of just the default. You get one option, creator coins, and that's it.
No streaming anymore either. You're just like, it's just back to the old blinking website. That's it. I mean, it's probably the thing that works the best, right?
I mean, we were talking about this beforehand. I mean, you got to know your audience. Gen Z, 25% of them are illiterate to pretty, I mean, that's a real stat. I'm not joking.
Jake told me this stat. Did you know this, Chris, that 25% are completely illiterate, like first grade level reading?
Of just in crypto or like broadly?
No, it's like the broader, like the entire space.
I think that's like kind of makes sense, right? Like, I don't know, man. It's a power law. It always is.
I mean, it's just like you just have to know your audience. I mean, I'm not making fun of them. That's just what the numbers are, right? So I was telling one of our devs, it's like whenever you're labeling something, if you're building a Solana product, just one word. If there's a default for one word, that's what it should be. There should never be two words in it. One word. I mean, you look at like all the trading apps. I mean, go look at like GMGN, go look at Jupiter. Shit, everything's labeled with one word. There's nothing in two words. Everything's one word. And it's for that reason. Like you have to know who your audience is, right? And so it's no reason. I mean, it's like no duh that Gen Z loves meme coins. It's a hyper financialization of attention. But then also, if you have an inability to read or comprehend what you're reading, then you generally communicate in pictures and images, right? And feeling and emotions and vibes and stuff. So a complete opposite of what Ethereum is. Ethereum, they want you to put out like a 10-page roadmap and white paper. Solana, nobody knows what a roadmap is. That's just literally how it is.
By the way, have you guys been following this ENS drama, man? I mean, it's something else, man.
What's going on?
So basically, the guys who set up ENS Lab, basically, as far as I understand it, right? This is all just my rough understanding. I don't know the details. But the guys who set up like ENS Labs, the guys who basically created ENS, it was all done in this like DAO structure. And the DAO is the thing that actually collects the fees. So anytime you're renewing your ENS names, you're pushing it through that DAO. And the DAO then, led by the foundation basically gives out grants, right? And the lab has received like 50% of all grants ever issued, right? So that they're making the majority of their money. But basically they're saying the DAO is like this antiquated, which I'm sure it is, really slow, hard to move, just really shitty way to distribute funds. But bro, there's like $250 million in there right now. It's like, it's retarded. And so these guys, basically they voted because the guys who started it all have, these like vesting schedules, which gave them like huge token supplies. And if you remember the kerfuffle with what was the name, Brantley or whatever, the Christian dude who they kicked out like 2 years ago or whatever. Supposedly, like the underlying story is that this guy would have been like the third largest or second largest holder in the entire DAO, right? And kicking him out gave them full run of the asylum. And basically, they're gonna like take the DAO and basically give all the funds to the foundation, which they control wholly. And it's like, bro, it's literally like $250 million.
It's governance theater
theft.
again.
It's literally, I mean, we've seen this with DAOs. I've seen it multiple DAOs that I've been a part of. At the end of the day, they all just get rugged or stolen by the people who run the things. And this is just another one. But this is like, other than maybe the DAO hack, this is like the biggest one ever.
I mean, didn't that happen with every DAO ever? Like,
yep. It's like literally everyone ever.
The government, like, the one that controls the grants, and then they end up just taking all of the grants. That's like nothing.
Takes all the money.
Classic,
It's classic.
Classic move by the ENS DAO.
I mean, honestly though, I just noticed in my calendar I have some ENS names expiring, and I'm like, I think I'm just gonna let these go.
And I'm the same way.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck this shit, man. I'm out.
But that's usually when it's the bottom, right? That's when it's like, fuck, now they're going another run. So I pulled up here. I asked Grok, what's the give me the breakdown of Gen Z reading comprehension, and they said here. 16 to 24-year-olds, so the core Gen Z percentage at its lowest literacy levels rose from 16% in 2017 to 25% in 2023. So those are who are 16 to 24, which is like the core Gen Z. I mean, maybe like later 20s now. Overall, US adults has declined a little bit, 28%, right? That's for just people in general, 16 to 65. So it's rising. So Gen Z, 35% of Gen Z K through 12 dislike reading, and 43% rarely or have never read for fun. So this is what I mean. Like,
Incredible.
it's not, it's not making fun of them. It's just, you just have to be aware if you're building products on Solana, like that's your, that's your user base. So
Why
you have to
make fun of them? Like, why?
What?
Why be like, are we like not making fun of them? Like, why do we have to do that?
I'll make the fun. I'll film.
It's
Jake
like
doesn't want to.
seriously,
I'll
like,
make fun of him.
dropping farther than they've basically ever been, ever. Like, even in like medieval times, all people would do is read. The literacy levels were actually pretty high because it was actually high status to own books. So everybody wanted to read. So going into modern history, why is it like not okay to just be like, you retards need to figure it out? And like, I don't, just to have like negative, like declining literacy is not like acceptable in society. That's like ridiculous.
It is interesting as we move to, image-based media, though, how you can kind of get away from it. But the reality is, I think for most people, probably you and I, we read many times more than we would have even a decade ago. Like, all I do is read. All you do is read all day long. Even if you're talking to an AI or whatever, you're reading all day long. You're like, I don't see that going away anytime soon. Like, I don't know. Yeah.
But it's the perfect example of the bell curve meme, because the highest IQ people can put ideas into simple forms, and then simple-minded people only have simple thoughts. And so they all converge on really intelligent and unintelligent memes. They're all the same, but the mid-curvers ones that have like the wall of text that need to explain it. So the higher your IQ, the simpler you can explain things. And obviously the lower IQ, you don't have any other choice. You have to explain it in literal.
So we should go picture based for everything we do now should just be pictures. Just tell the devs no more words, just images.
Well, this is like how we're curating emblem builds, right? I mean, people are doing a good job right now creating stuff, but once you start seeing like the direction of what people are doing and the way that they're building, right? You need to add these different features to it to make them feel like they're progressing, or else there's like no. And because they see, right? They see it. They're not reading it. They need to know. They need these visual cues to understand that there's progress that's been made or that they're doing the right thing. And it's doing pretty well. I mean, building for Gen Z seems, or like creating a crypto vibe coding studio for the general Gen Z population and also other people, right, that use emblem products. It makes sense. The majority of people have no developer skills at all, including myself, right? And you're just sitting there talking to an agent, creating stuff, but there's all this like ancillary things that have to be done, setting up a domain and security and marketing and all this other stuff that most people probably have never even thought about. All they've ever thought about is number go up, right? All they've thought about is actually just yelling number go up at you, asking the devs to do something. But now that they're the devs, right, you get to put them in that kind of mind.
Do something. They won't, but they can. They won't do anything. They can do something.
Well, dude, see, now I got this idea for an app. Because the one thing about, like, I know Jake and I'm sure Chris is using it too, but Whisper Flow or any of these kind of new speak to text products, which is, I don't know if you guys saw, but Whisper Flow, I mean, I don't know, they had a multi-billion-dollar valuation. And turns out there are like open source ones that work great now. You can just download on your Mac and use. But I always am pissed about the opposite. The text to speech versions kind of suck. Especially Apple's native on the phone is just literally terrible, right? Maybe that's the next thing we build in the next couple of days. Because it's like, if you imagine the way a Gen Z or who doesn't like to read will interface with these things, it's talk based. Right. And then, but why not give them the opposite side too? They give them the words coming out the other end. So they don't need to read anymore. There's no reading. There's no writing anymore. There's just talking and hearing. Pure native humans.
I never listen to voice messages because it just takes too long. It literally, when somebody sends me a voice message, I get offended. I'm like, now I have to spend 5 times as much time sitting here listening to this when I could have
you can jack them to like 2x speed, right? Though.
Yeah, if it doesn't sound as good, I'd rather just look at it and read it.
Okay.
Like I could read 5 times faster,
Yep.
3 sentences than it takes for you to speak it into
100%.
the phone.
My thoughts are what just happened with Adam live is the whole thesis for Emblem Build. He's thinking of things in the world and says that I can literally just build an app for that. I've seen some other people build an app, and it's not exactly what I want, but I can build it. And he wasn't able to do that 6 months ago. He wasn't able to do that.
Impossible.
And he and all of us literally, well, like, I mean, I'm sitting in the chat. I'm like, oh, I'm building an app. And I'm like, oh, I should build another app. I'm in the chat. I'm like, oh, I should build this app. And it's contagious. And it's only going to accelerate because I talked about before, like from the range of software that's able to be built, not only is it personalized software for yourself, but it's also you can go and try and build the biggest software in the world. And so it really does apply to everyone across the spectrum. I don't know, we have ideas internally all day, every day. And I think as we add, I think one of the only thing, it's not missing, but it just doesn't really exist outside of our platform, and we're kind of trying to bring it in, is that building has this inherent fulfillment and like dopamine and kind of like progress, like Jake was talking about. And so if we take more of the dopamine hits and features from the trade side and we add it to the build side, I really think that like people are going to just take this and run with it. I think
Totally.
just amping them up and like letting them feel like they're actually building something, because they are genuinely building something, but giving them that same feeling of progression that you might get from like a volatile trade or a huge win or maybe even a huge loss. You know, I think bringing that into the build side, I think that that's like the big idea there.
We've got about 10 projects that have been officially uploaded to Emblem Hub. There's probably another 10 or 20 that will be uploaded from what I've seen people send us in like their individual group chats. We do have one of the builders on stream, JB. He's building something cool. We're going to cover your stuff here in a second. But Chris did release something yesterday that he's been working on. Do you want to give us an explanation of what this is?
Yeah, oh yeah, this is Wallet Reel. Pretty sick, just random, huge kind of combination of all the things that are involved in crypto and Emblem Build and everything in general. So entertainment, some sort of like analytics, just kind of on-chain activity, and obviously built from end to end using Emblem Build. So one of the things that Jake was talking about earlier is like just, you know, offering examples and creativity of what people can build, because when we first started toying around with Emblem Build, everyone seems to coalesce around the same ideas, like, oh, let's build a dashboard, let's build a sniping bot. But it's like, no, there's like so many more dynamics and creative like build outs that you can work on that aren't those. And so it's like getting out of that realm of thinking and entering like a new way of like reimagining what it can be. And the example that I use is like the mobile app era. Mobile apps were totally different from web in the sense that you could be mobile. You didn't have to be stuck at a desktop anymore. So it offered, you know, it offered so many different applications that weren't really possible before. And I think like crypto, if you're in crypto, I think you believe it's maybe one of the biggest technological advancements in modern history. And it has the promise to possibly rebuild the traditional financial infrastructure. And you can build, it will usher in an entire new category of applications. And what those all are today is anyone's best guess, but you can work on trying to figure them out on a platform like Emblem Build. And you weren't able to do that during the mobile app era, but you are able to do that during the crypto app era. So I would recommend getting on Emblem Build and getting started.
Yes, sir. I need to find like a random wallet address so that I can just paste it in here as an example.
Just go to try demo wallet.
Try demo wallet. Where's oh,
boom, baby.
Boom. It is good.
Load. It has to cache. Boom. So basically, it just gives you your wallet's biggest hits, your kind of win-loss ratio, maybe some things that you've been holding. Kind of assigns you just like a little snapshot in time of what you did, and then you can go push forward to a bigger AI analysis report of all of your trades, which is pretty cool. But every wallet has a story. Every wallet has highs and lows. And I have a lot of wallets, and I have relived some moments that I have definitely forgotten about, and maybe wish that I forgot about forever. But
I loved my best moment was like, congratulations, you stopped trading 10 months ago and stopped the bleeding. Like that was my best my best
I
play.
mean, some of these plays are just so brutal, man, where you lose insane amounts of money. That's why it's so fun. I mean, I really wish more people would hop on and try it. I think we're going to continue to use it as an example of things that can be built. It's easy to understand, it's easy to use. It's a very simple interface, but like if you actually use it and you have as many wallets as I do, and you've been doing this for a long time, some of the things that you are able to remember and relive are insane. I mean, just talk about insane plays both ways, good and bad.
Good and bad. Yeah, it's been fun to see. That's a good product. I know there's a few others that are going to be up and coming soon that just can progressively get better over time. Emblem Hub, this is built by one of like the OGs in the community. It's been tracking 10 apps, 25 users. Just getting these in and organized, I think, is really cool to see. And over time, we'll make this like an overall experience. JB, who's on the stream, has been building something pretty cool. He's been building. It's almost like Street Fighter, but for memes.
Meme fighter.
Yeah,
Super.
meme fighter. Yeah, let me see. I'm trying to find the original. There was like a post a few days ago, but I know he's been building some other stuff as well. I saw like there's like a snake game. How long can you LMAO? So really, once you get the itch of building and you start kind of allowing your ADD to take over and you start building multiple apps, right? So this is how long can you LMAO? Just make sure that I mute this. And it's mobile too. You could see here, this is what we were talking about, is most people who are building nowadays are actually on their mobile device. So you can see a lot more of this. I do pretty much everything crypto on my desktop, but it's completely different for a lot of us, or just people who are newer to crypto.
Yeah, that's loud, man.
Is it? Oh, it says that it's muted.
Yeah,
That's super loud, but absolute banger, man.
you got some banger sounds there, man. Holy smacks.
Some banger sounds. Yeah, I can't even hear that. It said it was muted. That's weird. But he's also building something called Meme Fighter, which is what I was showing earlier. And I'm excited to see, what type of things are put out, and as well as get people to use them. We're really in this like creativity explosion at this moment, where people are just kind of seeing what you can do. All the people that we talk to who are starting to use it, see a lot of these testimonials now. People saying, "Oh my God, this is the craziest thing I've ever used. So simple." Right? We're giving everyone basically free subscriptions now to go try it out. But even then, the payment of, $20-$50 a month, it's still even cheaper than what a Claude Max plan is. And it's all just kind of in one terminal. You can also trade. There'll be some other things that are going to come as well. So it's really exciting. Shout out to JB. I want to try Meme Fighter once you get that. That's going to be a fun one. A lot of people coalescing around games has been very, very popular. This one that was posted yesterday by I Hate You. I'm assuming that's what it is. It's called CT Bubbles. And I saw it got a lot of traction. So real-time follower growth tracker for your Twitter circle. So you come in and sign in. I'll sign in. Let's play Friend Bubbles. Turn this off. Let's see. Do I got no followers? Got no followers here. The whale radar. Let's see.
So you can add Ansem or you can add Brian
to it. Yeah, I haven't toyed around with this yet to begin with. It's not working for me.
It's interesting, like just the speed of change, right? I mean, obviously in 21, the promise of teams, NFT teams making games was like half the cycle, right? I mean, what was the game that raised $70 million for a game? That's the one with Kevin. If you guys remember Kevin, the NFT, like, dude, they raised $70 million on the promise of a game. It's completely nuts. Now you can make basic games in a day, in an hour, really. If you're just doing copy paste.
Some are doing it one prompt.
Bro, one prompt. You can one prompt a Flappy Bird game, no problem, obviously. But there's all sorts of creativity around here. And we haven't even begun like a real gaming experience of interacting with existing games. I don't know if you guys heard the I'll just give you an example. The guy who's the CEO of GameStop, right? He's trying to take over eBay. I don't know if you heard his pod the other day, but one of his main points for eBay is to create a digital marketplace. So skins, game items, all these things, digital marketplace. Like that thesis is not wrong. We all our kids, anybody playing games uses digital items. He recognizes it for what it is, which is this hasn't even begun. All these digital items are still in silos controlled by Epic Games or whatever, GTA's parent company, whatever. There isn't like this general movement of those assets around. And I'm just saying, if anybody's out there listening, Emblems Tech has this ability to kind of capture these assets and create marketplaces, interactive tools around these assets is totally possible with the Emblem Tech stack. And we've talked about doing stuff around it, and we may do stuff coming up to GTA 6 and stuff like that. But if anybody's listening out there and is like, oh shit, what do you mean I can capture GTA assets in Emblem Vaults and then make them tradable? You can. You just need to figure it out and do it. But it's possible with the Emblem Tech stack. And this is like something that like it just hasn't happened yet. Everybody recognizes it's there. It's going to happen. It's just going to take one player to get it right, and then it explodes. I'm just excited, man.
So we're gonna do GTA
Bro.
2 POW swap?
I'm thinking of it. Seriously, I think it's definitely something I would really like to get with Shannon and build out in anticipation of GTA. I think being able to make a marketplace where the assets are tradable outside of the game, I think would be amazing. And a potentially multi-million-dollar opportunity if we could figure it out.
Let me introduce you to my friend Build, and he was that was my go-to.
Bro, after I make my Whisper Flow competitor, and it's so incredible. It really is incredible, man. Isn't it?
I have like over 600,000 words tracked on Whisper Flow already.
I've never used it.
Bro, did you see that post the other day? The dude's like, man, I'm a top 0.1%er. I have 44,000 words. I'm like, 44,000? The fuck you talking about? That was like last weekend, bro. 44,000.
I'm still in the pilgrimage where I type with my hands. Like,
no, bro. No. No. That's like hammering words into a clay tablet. You should not be doing that.
What am I doing? That's crazy, but it's the
truth. You got to get Whisper Flow or one of the alternatives, man. There's just literally no way.
I've never even considered it.
Oh, dude, you should. It's time.
It'll change your life.
It's time. You don't realize how slow a typer you are. You do not realize. And it allows you to brain dump in a way that once you're comfortable with it, like it's always a little bit uncomfortable learning to speak. But you literally can whisper. It picks up very well, what you say. And bro, it's the new way to prompt too. You just ramble for 5 minutes. And the AI is just way better. The idea of like great prompts now that's fucking dead, bro. You ramble for 5 minutes. That's what you do.
That's what I do too.
Yeah, it's the way.
He doesn't even use Whisper Flow. Like, I mean, come on.
Still early days, bro.
Get you into
kind of a
Stone
cave.
Age.
You're like a caveman. You're only using 2 AIs, bro. I got 45 AIs.
I have AI agents, and I type to them all. It is
type. Dude, why aren't you using punch cards over there, man? That's the OG way. Yeah, man.
Well, we'll get Chris out of the Stone Age soon and into a more modernized version. I have just one more point on that is I think just doing ticket support like for Migrate Fun and for Emblem Vault and stuff, much more enjoyable when you can just talk into whatever the person is, because you're generally, when you're doing ticket support, you're typing the same thing over and over and over and over 100 times a day. So just being able to say it a lot easier.
I mean, I do think that we should add it to Build. I do recommend that process and I'll create an onboarding video for best practices when using Build and things of that nature coming up. But for starters, what I recommend is literally just doing what you guys just said. Just I have them open up chat or Claude and just brain dump for 5 minutes until exhaustion about every corner of their idea. and then I say hit send, and then I tell them to tell Chat or Claude to organize it into a handoff sheet and then put it into build. So I do think that we should add it into build. I can't remember the reason why we took it out, but I think that you can, at least build says that you can just add it pretty simply with natural dictate that's already installed on most Macs. And
No, you don't need it though, dude. That's what we're telling you.
Like on the build platform, no. Like
no, you don't need it. When we're like anybody who's using Whisperflow, it's across all your apps. So you just push a button and it's.
Yeah, but why not just have it on the build platform?
Because people already have it, dude. Everybody's already got it natively. The builders have it, Chris. You need to come to the builder side, bro. You need
I mean, there was talk to text on the earliest version of Tensorium.
There was. In other news of the AI space, Banker came out with a new AI, or their new front end yesterday, or their new kind of UI terminal experience, which is pretty similar to what we're building. It is uncanny how they're always like 2-3 weeks out of what we're about to release, but props to them. It looks pretty cool. I want to do a live tutorial of it because I've actually haven't dabbled on it yet. This will be the first time. But it makes sense what they're doing, right? They're on base and EVM for the most part. They basically just took all of their different websites, from like the Launchpad to their app builder to the trading terminal to, I think there's a few other things they have, right? Because their whole thing is focused around agents, right? Ours is focused around apps. So a little bit of a different differentiation. Base is more into agents. Solana is obviously a lot more into apps and tokens. But they put everything into one nice little UI experience, which is pretty good. So it just shows me that we're definitely always in the right direction. Just slightly different. Slightly different differentiation, I suppose. They are focusing around like skills, I believe, right? It's like making skills easy. The one issue I have with them, not with them, just in general, is every time I come up to create an agent, I don't know what to build. An agent. I guess it could be the same. It's the same question with apps, I suppose. But I feel like apps have been around for decades, right? Where agents have been around for, I guess, less than a decade. And really just within the last few years has really taken off, right? Since ChatGPT 3. But they're definitely, they're definitely separating themselves from the rest of the pack. And the new UI does look pretty good.
I mean, there they have turned a request into a working app, so they're doing kind of similar.
Yeah, the thing I've noticed with them is like once you start expanding, once you get kind of like the main things built, right? Your chat interface, your trading experience, and like your launchpad, you start adding a lot of these. You start adding a lot of these like ancillary features, right? API keys. We do have this in build as well. They have their own LLM gateway, which is similar to what OpenRouter is, right? So you just get the inference through them instead of getting the inference from OpenRouter or from the AI model lab themselves. They have skills. We have skills. You have to install them. I'm surprised they don't have these like automatically installed. Maybe just like takes too much. Maybe it's too much bloat, so it makes the agent slower. But there is like I just look at this and this is almost like sensory overload.
What's the point? Yeah,
there's
Where
hundreds of
do I
them.
even start? I don't even know.
We've kind of talked about that route before, and it's like if you're a new user or even an intermediate user, you don't know what to install. So like kind of the install pathway is it's really just for like advanced users, but I don't know how many are advanced because a new user wouldn't know that I need to install different things for my specific build. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we ran through that, right at the start of the trading terminal, right? Toggle them on, toggle them off, and it was like nobody would know what to even do. Right?
Yeah. That's right. So I think that is actually like one of our differentiators is that we're going a little bit more down the curated path of creating our AI terminal. Theirs is a little bit more of like an open world for a little bit more of like the advanced type user. But we know the majority of people are not advanced.
One button, man. and it's got to have a picture on it. No fucking text, bro. Launch token now, man.
JV says, I love how you mentioned marketplace earlier. I was thinking of adding skins and a shop to Meme Fighter. I'm super far from that, but stoked. Yeah, I think it's cool. People love skins, right? I
Totally.
mean, CSGO was one of the biggest markets for a while for gaming skins from CSGO. And then that was one of the original NFT promises, was being able to take your skins across different worlds. That hasn't happened yet.
But then
maybe we'll
NFTs.
what?
The gamers hated NFTs. So they would never allow. That's what's funny. That's what's cool about. I think is his name Ben Cohen. What's his name from GameStop? But
Ryan Cohen.
Ryan Cohen. That, I mean, so he's perfectly positioned for actually to take eBay into the digital realm. That's what he did with GameStop. He said, I was involved with it. Everyone thought that it was, an archaic business model because it was all physical, and he transformed it into more of a digital business. And then it's actually extremely relevant to the eBay takeover. But what I was just going to say is, JB, man, I love to see you. I love to see the progress. I think that he's the perfect example of what's about to happen to the entire industry. Just like we mentioned Adam earlier, how he's just sitting here, we're talking. He's like, oh, I can build an app for that. JB was not on Emblem Build even 6 days ago. I think he got on Friday or Saturday, and he's already building out multiple things. He already obviously has the build bug, and he's continuously thinking of how he can integrate different things into upcoming builds. And if you literally just kind of squint, you can see how contagious and addictive and how big of a thing that this really is going to be, just because it can touch so many different aspects.
Gets me hyped.
Yeah,
gets me hyped. Path to 100 active builders. That's our July goal by the end of July. We do have Emblem staking that's going to go live here next month. I think some people have seen this already, but maybe I should cover it. If you go to the Migrate Fun account, you'll see that there's been some recent announcements. You'll see this kind of post, right? We're proud to announce that Ornith is officially joining the Migrate Fund staking initiative. Stake Emblem, you'll receive Ori. There was another post for Bear. You're going to see a lot more of these. Basically, if you dive into the Migrate Fund staking program, at the very bottom, for the people who actually read it, which appears to be nobody. Well, the reason why I say it's nobody is because for 2 days, the Emblem and Migrate Fund Telegram chat was debating on how the tokens are being distributed. And it was literally right in the article. It literally is highlighted in the article what's going to happen. Yeah. and everyone was debating it. It was kind of funny. I just let them continue.
Bro, this is why we need my app that I just came up with, where it can read this shit. Because I mean, I don't know if you guys remember, for I don't know, a month or whatever, it used to have a listen button on articles. Do you remember that here in X? You could listen to it. That's the way people want to fucking consume long form content. They don't want to read it. They just won't even. They'll just use the Grok summary at most.
I use Grok summary on articles all the time. Honestly,
yeah, people don't want. So even you don't want to read shit. I don't want to read it either, but I will listen to shit because I can put it in the background. I can listen and then keep scrolling, right? But for some reason, X, I don't know why they did away with the listen button, so you can't even fucking listen to shit anymore.
Because it costs too much money.
Too much money,
it is.
Probably.
It is more hyped for your game than GTA 6. Yeah, Racket, the OG, creator of Emblem Hub. So we got all the builders in here. The game plan is growing. Definitely is growing. So Migrate Fund staking program. Basically next month, 30,000, I think it's 34,000 people who have ever migrated on Migrate Fund will be eligible to claim some Emblem. You'll claim it and you'll stake it. And once it's staked, we went to all of our past participating migrating teams, asked if they want to donate tokens to distribute to all of the stakers, so potentially 33,000 stakers. And a good amount of them said yeah. And there's pretty significant rewards. I think at the current value, I think it's close to 6 figures in value, USD value from all these tokens that have been donated. So you'll see more about that here soon, but we're just hyping it up a little bit. Just think about it. You get 5,000 people buying and staking Emblem. That brings all the attention to Emblem. So not only Migrate Fund, but to the Emblem Terminal to all of the builders. We do have some exciting announcements related to Emblem Terminal that will also take place next month. So it's all coming. If you're an app builder, I think you'll be excited for some of the upcoming stuff over the next 30 to 60 days. We're going to try to blow this out, be the top app builder, be the go-to place. And all of our early OGs, we hope to benefit from that quite drastically as the strategy grows. I think, yeah, we have 80 different build terminals that have been activated. I think yesterday there was like 20 active people building. And the goal is to get that to a few hundred, but 100 daily active builders, I think, would be absolutely fantastic. So continue to look for that as we grind it out and as people continue to have fun. So we've got some other exciting apps that we're going to release as well.
Have you guys seen the knock coming on GTA 6? Why it's going to suck? You didn't see this? This was going viral on TikTok. So supposedly, GTA, whatever, 4 and 5 were still run by like the kind of OGs, the guys who started the franchise, and it went. I guess the whole company went woke in like 2023, 24, and so there's a lot of people saying that GTA 6 is going to suck. It's got its first like female character. They removed all like the kind of language, bad words. So it's a bit of FUD going around on the internet right now that GTA 6 is going to be a woke version of GTA. So
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
I do believe it.
Yeah, let me find out if I post. They show like the office. It's got to be like AI. You look at the office and it's like that can't be. But a bunch of blue hairs.
They love to infiltrate good things and ruin them. So, oh, that people are having fun on that game. Well, how about we just ruin it? How it goes.
Let's see. Are you a player, Chris? Are you going to play it when it comes out?
No,
me neither.
I don't think I've played a GTA in 20 years.
Yeah, me either.
So probably not for me.
So you don't get to speculate on it then, because you're not a player. I don't even have Xbox anymore, but I used to be a big player. I used to play GTA 5, and then once I decided to focus on business, that was the end of video games. That was like 6 years ago.
Time. I kind of wish I had.
Common story, man.
Yeah, when you want to build stuff, video games go out. But now we could build video games as work, right? It could be like JB.
A Call of Duty player, so yeah.
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that Magic Eden's getting sued by Berwick Law, who fails to win any lawsuit ever?
They're gonna get one. I mean,
they'll get one.
The payouts are huge. You know, get a big class action, get 30% of that for the law firm.
I think they were the thing I saw with like they're suing Magic Eden because they basically abandoned the marketplace while getting people locked up their tokens for 4 years. First, locking up your tokens for 4 years, man, that is like absolute faith bet.
I mean, obviously they are completely bad actors. I don't know if anyone can argue that they're not. I don't think they did anything right by their community. But
Magic Eden?
Yeah.
Now they have the gate. What's it called? Dicey?
Dicey is right, bro.
I thought it was actually
what a great name, man.
I thought it was actually had some demand. Maybe they're just paying KOLs. I don't know.
Yeah.
Which is also a possibility. So RIP Magic Eden. Long live Dicey. So we'll see how long the Dicey stuff lasts.
Yeah. There can only be a couple big winners in that space, right? And you just
I don't know. Las Vegas is doing pretty well. There's a bunch of casinos there.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I don't know. When I think of like gambling apps, I think of like two different apps, right? But I may be wrong. There might be 50 profitable apps. I have no idea, but it feels like just a couple of big ones would win, but it might be wrong. I know people were given, what was the other one? Oh, Farouk's one, whatever Farouk's doing. He's
a prediction market.
Prediction market. People already like got rugged. My money's gone because he raised money, right? And people were expecting a token. There's no token. Rug time. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, when he announced the migration of
Rug radio.
Rug Radio stuff to, I think it's called Myriad, I just sold everything. So I was like, this is never gonna happen. Although I support Froke, you hope you want people to win in this industry. You don't want people to lose. The more people that win, the more beneficial it is for everybody. So it is unfortunate. It's crazy the token still didn't get launched. I didn't know that.
Do they want to win though? I feel like all they do is just take the money and then they're like, oh, gotta shut up shop because we spent all the money. It's like, yeah, you spent it all.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Rug Radio, bro.
I don't know, man.
I got some. What do we got? We got the early fucking. I don't even remember Rug Radio. You know, premium platinum members. We were like the first fucking people. But oh well. Say lovey. I probably still have them in some wallets. They're all gone now though because I let the ENS expire. So.
Yeah, a lot of the crypto people who are in from NFT era, meme coins, all getting washed out. I saw yesterday an OG company from like the ICO era, Loopring, shutting down. I used to use them back in DeFi summer. They were like one of the only dexes that was available at the time. They were like an order book dex, if I remember correctly. And a lot of these OG companies, there was like a Sofon chain shutting down. I remember that was like a big thing for a while.
They're going to become an app.
They're moving to become an app on Base. You know, this was kind of like the thesis with L1s. It was like L1s are going to shut down and become L2s on ETH. It was like the thing. But it just turns out that they're all just shutting down or becoming ghost chains.
What I loved about that, the Sofon or Siphon, whatever the fucking name is, was like, we're going to lean into what we're good at. Building an app. I'm like, what app have you built? How do you even know you're good at that? That's amazing. Like, it's fantastic. You took, I don't know, $80 million and you turned it into an app that nobody wants. This is fantastic. So funny, dude. So
that's how you know you're in the bear market. That's just all this consolidation. Although it does feel like we are getting out of it. It's slowly happening. Solana is going to lead the charge again, as we said. I definitely bought the bottom of the Sol BTC. That was right. That was definitely dead on right there.
Love to see it.
Yeah, literally to up Sol BTC 10% the next day. Like, fuck yeah.
Pump fun airdrop would light this thing on fire, man. There's no
I was thinking,
what are the odds right now in Polymarket of that actually happening?
It's like 15%, I think.
15% by the end of the year.
My thought, my early vision trading strategy, since it's the bottom, this is like now this will be the fourth cycle that we've entered together. And so my thoughts, like, if Solana pumps enough, if it goes to like 120, then I'd probably rotate all of that to pump. Honestly, is kind of like my leading thesis right now. As long as pump continues to lag, because pump at some point is going to reprice to like 5 billion once they figure it out, and that's just going to 10x for sure over like a year or two. I mean, it makes so much money. I don't know if it's like, I know the tokenomics have been completely just fucked the whole time because they're probably, I mean, this is just allegedly, right? People are claiming that they're just taking a lot of that ICO money and just funneling it back into the system. And that's where the volume comes from. So it's not like real revenue. It's kind of like washed revenue. And maybe that's how the market's been pricing that. Or it's just the investors have just been dumping it for literally a year already. It's coming up on a year since their ICO, right? Or did we just pass a year? It's upcoming.
Probably about a year.
14th.
And yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's so many different things they could do with tokenomics. If they're getting back to simplifying things, they're going to wipe out. They already sunsetted Mayhem mode. I suspect they're going to sunset a handful more of these. I mean, I was looking at their website the other day, and I was like, damn, there's kind of a lot of stuff on here that I didn't even realize. There's a lot of SocialFi features, focusing on communities. I saw they just finished their Pump Fund Hackathon. So they just funded the 10th team and that's completed. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just because we have like front row seats because we work on Migrate Fund and migrate all these teams over there. But I think their thesis of, which I thought was right, the thesis of Pump Fund becoming like Y Combinator, like of doing tech, I think is wrong. It seems like Pump Fund is just forever stuck to meme coins, which I don't think is a bad thing, honestly.
Yep.
I think it's obviously meme coins will evolve. It's always what happens, right? NFT era with NFTs have to evolve into something more than just art. and people just don't want to fund that yet, or they don't want to try. But there's going to be an NFT application era at some point that'll help evolve NFTs. I guess RWAs, like Pokemon cards, I guess maybe like the next evolution. But with meme coins, they're turning it more into like community coins, I guess, more than just, they are speculation coins, but they're starting to push a lot of these ancillary features for meme coin communities to do with their token, bounties, creator coin communities, right, to replace X. That seems to be more like the right direction than launching tech coins on Pump. But I know, multi-billion-dollar industry, no matter which way you spin it. And that's where people want to be. So we'll see how many more projects and meme coins migrate over to Pump. But our top 2 coins that have migrated were both not from Solana, which is kind of funny. Unicorn is from Cosmos, and then Bobo's number 2 was from ETH. Those are the top 2 migrated. One's at 50 million, one's at 10 million. And then the other, you look at like the other top ones. I think Emblem's like the number 3 or 4, not to Pump, obviously, but just migrated. Rain is migrated over from Believe. I think they're like number 3 or 4. They're an AI company. But then you look down the list and it's like Moo and Myro and a handful of these other. Meme Coin, I think, is one of those. Just get back to business. People like the status quo. People like what works. And I think Ansem's like a good sign that there's just more of that to come. Just make sure that you play the game or don't, or get out of the way.
Get out of the way. Look, man, they won the meme. That game is over. Like, I can't imagine. Can you even imagine? It would, I don't know, the earth would have to split in 2 for them to lose the meme coin market. Like, that's like a done deal. You know, and we all know meme coins have lasted multiple cycles. They're not going to go away. People love gambling on them. Attention economy. People love it. So they're not going anywhere. But there's plenty of room for this other shit. So we'll see.
Yeah, I guess the question is like, how much more can you grow the meme coin, market? I mean, if Pump's valued at 1 billion, the meme coin market could potentially be tens or hundreds of billions of dollars, right? It's just like if you just change the word meme coin to casino speculation, on-chain speculation, that market now increases by like an order of magnitude more. That's what I would be focused on.
I don't disagree. I just think it is one of the things that's happened over this cycle is that betting on everything, everywhere, at all times is just much more prevalent now. And so I think meme coins in a way lost, people have talked about it a lot, but lost that ability to just be like this fantastic, 100x opportunity. It still may be the best place to get that 100x opportunity. But I don't know. It's also a kind of a solved game too. And there's all these, insiders and bundling. And so I don't know. I don't think meme coins are going anywhere. I definitely think it's going to be here in another decade. But if it can like maintain this real awareness and actually grow outside of, I don't think it's going to grow outside of, I think it's a very crypto thing. But I don't know. I just think it's much more, the whole kind of gambling space is just far more competitive now than it's ever been. And, how that plays out over the next 5 years, I'm not sure, but I know Pump's going to be a winner. There's just, you can't fight that kind of network effect. You just can't.
I agree. And one final thing is, I think the trend is to just stop focusing on trying to onboard normies. I think you should just let them come to you.
It's fucking over, dude.
Just let them find it. Stop. I saw like with the Ansem coin, people are like, nobody will, Celebrity Coins 2.0, nobody's ever going to buy Ansem. TikTok people will never, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I actually think kind of the opposite, because he's like a native figure. He's not a celebrity. I mean, he was born, like he was turned into a celebrity on the internet, not in the real world, which I think the internet culture is actually a lot more accustomed to supporting, right? Like the Mr. Beast type people, which is obviously who Ansem is now at that point. So we'll see, but there's going to be a lot more games ahead. Crypto bear market showing good signs that we're getting on the other side of this, speculation returning to the market. That's always what you want to see, to show that you're at the end or near the ends of the bear market. Until then, we're going to continue building. Shout out to all the builders who are also in the crowd. I see like Avi's down there. I saw Bitcoin Bricks in there, a few other people. If you want to build, shoot me a DM or Chris or
100%.
Adam, and we'll hook you up with a free membership subscription. You could go be a builder just like everyone else. Shout out to like JB who's on the stream, and who else was on there? And Racket. Yeah, got building our little community, builder by builder. And until then, everyone have a fun and safe Tuesday. We'll see you guys real soon.
Later, guys.